The air here is heavy, thick with the dust of forgotten memories. We're standing at the gates of the old Canterlot High School, a place once filled with life, with laughter, with dreams. Now, it stands silent, a skeleton of brick and glass against the gray sky. The wind whispers through broken window panes. It sounds like a warning. It sounds like a secret. People say this place is cursed. They say something dark took hold of it. We are here to find out what happened. We are here to listen to the stories that the walls themselves have to tell. This is not just an abandoned building, it is a time capsule of tragedy. Walking onto the grounds feels like stepping into another world. The energy shift is immediate, a chilling drop in temperature that has nothing to do with the weather. Every step crunches on dead leaves and debris. The once proud statue of the school's founder is now covered in grime, its bronze eyes staring blankly into nothingness. You can almost hear the echoes of the past, the hurried footsteps of students late for class, the distant cheer from the football field, but these are just ghosts of sound. The only real noise is the pounding of your own heart, a drum beat in the oppressive silence that suffocates this entire property. The main doors are chained shut, but a side entrance hangs open, inviting us into the darkness within. It's a dare, a challenge from whatever entity resides here. We came prepared for this. We have our gear, our cameras, our spirit boxes, but nothing can truly prepare you for the feeling of crossing that threshold. The smell hits you first. It's a mix of decay, dampness, and something else, something metallic and unsettling. It's the smell of a place that has been left to rot, not just physically but spiritually. We are now inside its domain, and we can feel eyes on us from every darkened corner. This school didn't just close down, it was abandoned. People fled, leaving everything behind. Desks are still arranged in classrooms, books are scattered on the library floor, lockers hang open, revealing personal items left in a hurry. It's as if time simply stopped on one fateful day. But why? What could cause an entire community to turn its back on such a significant place? The official records are vague, filled with bureaucratic jargon, but the local legends tell a different story. They speak of strange occurrences, of disappearances, and of a malevolent force that claimed the school for itself. CanterlotHigh was once the heart of this town. It was a beacon of hope and achievement. Founded over a century ago, it produced generations of leaders, artists, and innovators. Its architecture was grand, a testament to an era that valued education and community. The main hall, with its high arched ceiling and intricate woodwork, was renowned throughout the state. Photographs from its heyday show a vibrant place, students in crisp uniforms, teachers with proud smiles. It was more than just a school, it was the cornerstone of this community's identity. Its name carried weight and respect wherever it was mentioned. The school was famous for its advanced science programs and its championship-winning debate team. It had a state-of-the-art auditorium where legendary plays were performed, their posters still peeling from the lobby walls. This was a place where futures were forged, where lifelong friendships were made under the shade of the old oak trees that still stand on the lawn. Parents dreamed of sending their children here. Graduates wore their alumni status like a badge of honor. To think that all of that pride, all of that history could just vanish is what we find so compelling and deeply disturbing. But even in its glory days, whispers of strange things circulated. Custodians would talk of hearing footsteps in empty corridors late at night. Teachers would report their classroom doors locking from the outside on their own. Students shared stories of a shadow man seen lurking near the old boiler room in the basement. These tales were often dismissed as youthful imagination or the creaks and groans of an old building. But looking back now, they seem like warning signs, small cracks in the foundation that would eventually lead to the building's total collapse into darkness and fear. The decline was gradual at first, then terrifyingly fast. It began with strange illnesses sweeping through the student body. Then came reports of students acting erratically, speaking of nightmares that they all seemed to share. Teachers resigned without notice. Attendance plummeted as parents grew too afraid to send their children. The vibrant energy that once defined CanterlotHigh was being drained away, replaced by a palpable sense of dread. The school was dying long before its doors were officially chained shut for the final time. The lifeblood of the institution was being poisoned from within. The official story for the closure is simple and cold. No due, no network, no money. The school fell into financial ruin. The town's economy collapsed and the tax base eroded, leaving no money for repairs. The building was deemed unsafe. The internet and phone lines were cut because the bills went unpaid. Students couldn't clear their final dues because the administration had already fallen apart. These are the facts on paper. A neat, tidy explanation for a messy and terrifying reality. But it doesn't explain the fear that drove everyone away. It's a cover story for something much darker. Walking through these halls is a raw experience. There are no lights. Our flashlights cut through the oppressive blackness, revealing scenes frozen in time. A half-written equation on a chalkboard, a lone sneaker in the middle of a gymnasium floor, a forgotten teddy bear sitting on a windowsill. Without a phone signal, we are completely cut off from the outside world. It's just us and the spirits that remain trapped here. You feel an intense sense of isolation, a vulnerability that makes the hair on your arms stand up. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle in the debris sounds like a footstep getting closer. The locals have their own theories. They say the school is not just haunted, but hunted. Some believe an ancient curse was disturbed when the school's foundation was laid. Others speak of a tragic event, a student's death that was covered up, whose vengeful spirit now roams the halls seeking justice. We've heard EVP recordings from other investigators that are bone-chilling. Clear voices whispering, "Get out," and the faint sound of a girl crying. People who have dared to enter at night report being pushed, scratched, and seeing full-bodied apparitions that vanish when they turn to look. The lack of resources is what keeps this place in its state of paranormal purity. No money means no renovations, no demolition, no cleansing. The building remains exactly as it was when the darkness took over. The absence of people has allowed the spiritual energy to build, to concentrate. It's like a pressure cooker of paranormal activity. The building itself seems to be breathing, alive with an unseen presence. We are not just exploring a location, we are entering an entity's lair, an entity that has had years to grow stronger, angrier, and more possessive of its haunted domain. As we stand in the silent auditorium looking at the empty stage, the weight of this place is overwhelming. The story of CanterlotHigh is more than just a ghost story, it's a cautionary tale about how quickly things can be lost. This school was a living, breathing entity, powered by the dreams and ambitions of thousands of people. Now it is a hollow shell, a monument to neglect and forgotten memories. The absence of funding and people didn't just cause decay, it created a vacuum. And in places like this, a vacuum is always filled by something else, something from the other side. Remembering places like this is crucial. They are not just abandoned buildings, they are part of our collective history. They hold the stories of those who came before us. To let them crumble into dust is to erase those stories forever. By exploring these forgotten halls, we give a voice to the voiceless. We seek to understand the tragedy that unfolded here, both the documented and the paranormal. We are bearing witness to the final chapter of CanterlotHigh's legacy, ensuring that its joys, its triumphs, and its dark, terrifying end are never completely forgotten by the world. Every piece of peeling paint, every shattered window, tells a part of the story of a community that lost its heart, the story of students and teachers who vanished from its history. These buildings are the silent keepers of secrets. They challenge us to look beyond the surface, to question the simple explanations, and to confront the uncomfortable truths that lie buried beneath the rubble. They remind us that the past is never truly dead. It lingers in the shadows, waiting for someone brave enough or perhaps foolish enough to come looking for answers in the dark. Our investigation here is just beginning. As we power on our equipment, the air grows colder still. An unseen energy crackles around us. The spirits of CanterlotHigh are aware of our presence. They have stories to tell, and we are here to record them. For every school that stands abandoned, for every community that has a hole where its heart used to be, we seek the evidence of what remains behind. We do it to understand. We do it to give peace to the restless. We do it because we have to know. The history is here. The mystery is real. The haunting of CanterlotHigh has begun.